All right. So are you ready for it? For the test of speaking?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
All right. Okay. What is your full name, please?
My name is Fahad Nasir. You can call me Fahad.
Thank you. May I see your ID card for it?
Yes, sure.
Would you like to please switch on the camera?
This time, sir, no, it's not possible.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Chichavatni. I live in a small village, Tehsil Chichavatni, and that belongs to the province Punjab.
Okay. Do you work as study?
I'm a physiotherapist by profession, so I have been working for the last 2 years in a private hospital, which has multiple departments.
Okay. Good. What kind of social networking websites do you like to use?
Uh, it has many social networking websites which I have visited, but mostly I like Facebook or Instagram, because on these websites I socialize with my friends virtually. So I like the Facebook most, and after that I like Instagram, and the third one is the WhatsApp.
Yes. When you add the next idea, like besides Facebook, you use WhatsApp. So you should say besides that, or in addition, not after that. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Are you a social person?
No, I'm introvert, and I'm not a social person. I don't like to get socialized with so many people. I always like to sit in my home or enjoying with myself.
Mhm. Good. Okay. Yes. Next, what kind of people do you like to be friends with on these sites?
Could you repeat, please?
Yes. What kind of people do you like to be friends with on these sites?
Some people really don't have any manners to talk with others,
Yes.
and they always make fun of other people regarding their culture, or you can say some other countries. So I think it should be necessary for anyone to remain sophisticated on these websites before talking to each other.
Yes, very good. Sophisticated. Okay. Oh, is it easy to find real friends on social networking website?
Yeah, actually, it's very difficult nowadays because you are not aware of the people with their backgrounds, what kind of people have on the social medias. So you should filter specific people before getting close to their near ones.
Okay, good. Uh, Coming to the cue card question, where 1 minute would be assigned to you to just prepare the question, then 2 minutes you're supposed to talk on that. The question, talk about a person you know who is from a different culture. Talk about a person you know who is from a different culture. Tell me who he is, where he is from, how you knew him, and explain how you feel about him.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Currently, Jamil, are you here?
Yes, I am listening.
Yes. What is your full name?
Sayyid Jamil Ahmad Razi.
Okay. May I see your ID card, please?
ID card you want to see? Okay, I will
Yeah.
show you. Yes,
Okay, good. Where are you from?
I'm from Pakistan.
Okay, good. That is right. Do you work or study?
I'm working.
You can mention the name of your work, right?
Yeah, I'm working as a senior document controller in the construction consultant company.
Good. What kind of social networking website do you like to use?
Uh, Normally, I am watching news channels most of the time,
Okay.
and even browsers of the news websites.
Good. Who helps you the most at work?
My colleagues. Teamwork is a teamwork.
Yes. For such kind of questions, you can mention to be honest. And in speaking part, first, the questions are regarding your personal experience and personal life and your personal introduction. Here, in most questions, students can say to be honest, honestly saying, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Next, next we have, how do you usually start your day?
Pray, and after that, activities to prepare to go to work, and after that, later on, I have to reach my
Yes.
work at the time or the specific time, which is start of the work.
Mhm.
For the later on, full whole day will become different activities of the project, activity works, and discussion, meeting, assignments.
Good.
And in the evening, work finish and go back home.
Okay. What time? Sorry. How do you prefer to spend your weekends?
Mostly at home, talking families, because I live alone, single here. So talking with my family and sleep.
Mhm.
Not
Okay.
I'm outside going any not social activities.
Hmm. All right. Do you spend all your weekends the same way?
Unless it is any planned from in advance with any with my friends, with colleagues, or in advance. Otherwise, spend only home.
Good. Okay, now 1 minute will be assigned to you to prepare the topic, and in 2 minutes, you're supposed to talk on this cue card.
Mhm.
Describe, and that is very important for Asian countries, this question. Describe a tourist attraction that you have visited. You should say what the attraction was, when you visited it, why you went there, and say whether you enjoyed the visit or not. Okay, you have 1 minute to prepare. Meanwhile, Fahad, are you here? Yes, Fahad, are you here?
Yes, sir, your voice is a little bit distorted.
Okay, you can start your answer.
Okay. When I was in my university, I have met a lot of people from different cultures. But I would like to mention one specific person, um, which I like the most. It was my class fellow whose name was Ilyas, and he's basically belongs from Sindh area, Sindh rural area, and their culture might be different from province Punjab. And because when you met with the person from an other culture, you get a lot of opportunities. Just like you have an opportunity to communicate those with that people with different cultural rich resources, but you can also get information regarding their how type of what type of foods they eat in their daily routines, or what type of their traditional foods. And in this way, uh, your exposure will be higher than other persons, and
Yes.
your communication will be better in this way, because you can learn their native language uh, from that person.
Hmm.
And according to me, it would be your personal growth if you met out of your culture, because you got confidence from that person,
Hmm.
and your exposure will be better in a far sense in your personal growth.
Hmm.
But I think we should know other cultures to know about people how they live from so many years on this earth. But according to me, to know the person from other cultures, it gives you sense of satisfaction that you may live in a more rich culture, or you can enhance your knowledge regarding that.
Yes. Okay.
But
Thank you. That is fine. Right. Okay. Coming towards part three, enough this good. Okay. Discussion. Where and how can we get to know people of different cultures better?
yeah, nowadays I think it's very easy to know people from different cultures because you have different social media apps on your phone. You just are one click away uh, to know different cultures from different countries. You just need to make friends on social media, just like on Facebook
Mhm.
and on Instagram as well.
Okay. All right. Now, the next question, what are the advantages and disadvantages of culture diversity?
Uh, to be honest, I think the advantages of the culture or diversity is that you learn new things from that culture and try to put that things in our culture to improve yourself in some you can say some criteria. But according to the disadvantages, I think some things in some cultures are not you can say are easy, or it's okay if you done that because but in some cultures it's
Mm.
against your religious rules, you can say. For example, in India, dancing
Yes,
and
no, finish. Yes, this is enough. Okay, good. The question time would be around about 35 seconds for part three each question. Okay. Then the examiner would ask you the next question. What are the advantages and disadvantages of culture diversity?
same question you have asked
Yeah, sorry,
before.
sorry, sorry. How can traditional culture and other cultures coexist?
Other cultures coexist.
Yes, traditional one, the old cultures, and the
What
new
do you
ones
mean by coexist? I couldn't understand the real word coexist.
together.
Okay, coexist. I just yeah. Different cultures can be coexist with each other if we share their traditional things with each other, and we share some festivals and celebrate some holy occasions or festivals with each other. In this way, I think we can coexist these cultures together.
Yes. How, sorry, which Pakistani traditions, which Pakistani traditions are disappearing?
Yeah, well, if I remember in my childhood, we used to send Eid cards in our special day. But nowadays, due to social media apps, just like WhatsApp, these traditions are going to extinct. So I think there are many other kinds of traditions which are going to extinct due to these social apps, and Eid cards are one of them.
Hmm. Okay, good. Overall, your speaking was fine. Few minor mistakes you did in Q card 2, where you use the word met when we met people. Now, in the question was in the present, you use the remaining tense in the present tense. Okay, then you said you to that we learned from that people. Now, the people is plural. You must have said from those people.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Next, because you got confident. Now, this was, I think, in the part three discussion. First question: where and how can we get to know people of different cultures? Here, and somewhere you use before you go, before because you got confident. Now, at here you should have said before you get confidence from them. Okay, from that
Definitely.
person. Yes, and in yes, can you spell pronounce these words? ENHANCE?
Can you repeat, please?
ENHANCE.
E ENHACE.
AN
Enhance?
no, not enhance. Enhance.
Enhance.
Right?
Okay,
Yes.
enhance.
Yes,
Okay,
good.
enhance.
Good. Okay, English is second learning language, so it is no, it is fine, no problem. You just yeah. Then in the third last question, you said he just needs to have friend. Now, do you think with you should you use needs or need?
Need, definitely
Very
need.
good, very good, very good. Yes, so these were five, six mistakes, minor mistakes, and the fluency is better as compared to before as compared to the first beginner level, right? And uh, now it is quite better. But overall, you need to just these 5, 6, 7 days till 11th May. You are requested to work on daily basis on speaking section, and which things you are supposed to work a little bit to improve your fluency, and for improving of your fluency, try to speak, just speak on different topics, those 42
Uh, one
topics.
thing,
Yes, please.
One thing I observed that when we have enough material to say something, and we speak more fluently. But when we have nothing to say, then definitely we stuck in that particular part. And I think it
Yes.
depends on the topic and some
Yes,
questions if
it
the
depends on
topic
the
are
context,
more
but when you speak in English, do not think about the sentence structure and grammar. Just be careful regarding what I'm supposed to say. Like, think about the ideas, and those ideas should be directly converted in your mind by itself, right? And that's why we say to students that when you are going through the 24-hour schedule, you must think all the things. You must think all the schedule in English language, because thinking ability, when it gets improved, you would be able to directly speak without any breakers or focusing on the grammar structure, right? Okay. So
yes.
this 6 7 days,
I
and
think that
especially yes, please.
yes, sir. So that would be fine if
Yes.
I'm going to appear for 11th of May.
Right now, it is what is your requirement? To be honest,
So overall 6.5, not less than 6.
yes, it is six right now. The
Yes,
speaking is it is six band, right? But it must be improved by speaking on daily basis 20 to 30 minutes, and further when you appeared for the real exam before that 24 hour, before that within 24 hour you must speak in only in English, right? If someone even call you crazy or if something wrong happened with you, you should only speak English that day before the appearance of the exam, like on 10th May, right? Because the reason is that then the fluency would come by itself automatically. Okay. So it is
okay, sir.
also the suggested and supposed technique by many seniors of the instructors as well as the Cambridge examiners, right? Okay. So
Okay, sir. I
yes,
will
wish you
consider
best
you.
of luck. Inshallah, see you also by tomorrow. If you want to leave, if you want to stay, it is your choice. Yes, Jamil, are you here?
Yes, I am listening you.
Yes, tourist attraction.
Tourist attraction. Last year, I was visited to and perform Umrah with my family because they came from location of Pakistan to here. So
Yes,
2 weeks I was planned to take off from the company and
yes,
we went with my family there. That the travel journey is by bus and it is very exciting because when we travel from one city to the other, it is so much different location of different culture, different kind of people we saw in the different small towns because of the road passing by the different areas in different small cities. Also, that when some places when they stop for taking rest or refueling, so we go to market buy some foods or some stuff just to read necessary things which is required during the
yes,
travel. After
yes,
that, went to the Mikhad and we see so many different countries, culture people are there and they are changing. Go to the washroom, ablution, wudu, and make changes to wear haram, and it is looking very excited. And all different countries, people, different dresses convert their changes into one unity uniform, which is like Haram, and after that we talbiyah to Labbaik and go to Makkah. When enter to Makkah, it is feeling so excited inside internally, just like we are like a
Mm.
soul is comes and feeling like we are not in this place. We are some feeling like in the sky. Some unexplainable explanation and unexplained feelings. Then go to Haram and see and Kaaba. So it is feel like crying and tears coming out and just perform Umrah according to the procedure. And then after we go to some room, find and change clothes and go to outside
Yes,
market for food
that is
and
fine.
some.
Okay, I
Yeah.
would like to ask you a few questions regarding the same, some
Yes.
of the
Sure. Sure.
minor
Sure.
mistakes. Uh, you
Yes.
said go to Mecca, go to Haramain, and you said perform Umrah. Is
Mhm.
this correct according to the question tense? In the question, we used present perfect
Good.
tense that you have visited a tourist attraction, right?
Okay. Yeah. This should be
Yes,
past. Should be past.
very good, right? Yes.
Went to and performed.
Yes, present perfect also represent the past time period. So that's why you're supposed to use past tense or either the present perfect as well. You can use. Okay. Uh, Overall, that the statements were fine. Yes, little bit. Some information was and like not related to the question because the
Mm-hmm.
tourist attraction description should be defined as where yes, why you went there when you yeah, little bit the information was here and there, but
Okay.
overall it was not too much. We can call it
Mm-hmm.
80% it was relevant and to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's have some
Mm-hmm.
part three discussion question. What are the
Yes.
most popular tourist attraction in your country right now in Saudi Arabia?
Currently, right, it is Riyadh because this is actually so beginning of the Saudi Arabia history. There is a place is the Riyadh where I'm working. This
Mm,
is the oldest historical place, 1700th century,
mm,
because the foundation of the Saudi beginning of Saudi Arabia is the founding heritage start here.
mm.
The first palace or the root of started from the here. So this is
Yes,
a must now. They are develop this city into the 2030 vision, and it is make too much advanced. Uh, make cities into the advance and some so much environmental creation like greeneries they are developing and so much high-rise buildings constructions to make look like same your Dubai and other GCC countries high-rise buildings.
good.
This
Okay. Do you
construction.
think that some tourist attractions such as museums or galleries should be free to visit?
Yes, one times. This is I visited one time, and this should be good for the.
No. The
Oh,
question
oh yeah.
is the
Uh-huh.
such kind of attraction should be free to visit.
Uh, yeah, no, it's not free here. It should be.
Question is asking your suggestion. Should be free to visit?
It should be free. It should be free. To people come and see their
Okay, good.
his
Yes,
historical
yes.
places.
Yes. Actually, in part three, you are supposed to share your perception, but regarding the
Mm.
people, as now you mentioned, people should come. Now, that's why, but before you mentioned that, why I stopped you? Because before you were mentioning your perception, your example. And here in part first,
Okay.
after speaking only your examples. Part two, your
Okay.
example. Part three,
Mm.
which
People's
example? Yes,
people.
exactly. Peoples are society. Very good. Why is tourism important to a country?
Why tourism is important? It
To a
is
country.
for country two reasons. One for financial support, and other is for meeting the different cultures of peoples and
Yes, good, good. Okay.
learning their
Overall,
customs.
yes, I'm feeling the little bit improvement, rather more improvement in your speaking. As far as part first and part two is concerned, in part three, also focus on it of the many
Mm-hmm.
tests, right? Those test
Mm-hmm.
slides which I have shared, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that I felt a little bit improvement in your speaking. right? Just keep it up. And you can also hit the desk. Okay, right now it is also equal to 6 bands, not more, but it should be improved, and it can, right? Because your sentence structure is fine, and you can get good score as well. 7 even in the speak, right?
Yes. That is really the maximum they can provide any band
Yeah.
in band in speaking.
Yes.
How much maximum they can provide?
Mm. The only the it here, and the common one which I highlighted is the
Mm-hmm.
common mistake is the fluency little bit, and further the sentence structure is fine. Yes, one thing I would like to add, all of you should note it. The in part first, never go for any other tense, only present simple tense in part first of the speaking. Only one question in
Definitely.
rare condition can come from past time. Otherwise, all the question would be from present simple tense. Even do not use ing form of verb, like present continuous is should be prohibited here to be used. And in part two, Q card, where all the questions are the three parts of the question, and the Q card question along with it can be like there would be like half. You can say the situation would have half of the probability and possibility that it can either come in past or future or present situation. But you should, yeah, the card would be in front of you. Only go in your answer for the same tense when you explain. And the discussion question, the question would again be affiliated as with the Q card question, but would require the society related experience and examples. So at here, your tense should also be the similar to the Q card 2 question in part 3, or sometimes mostly in the present simple tense again. So the tense mistake, yeah, there was little bit tense mistake, and little bit some minor mistake in Q card 2, which I already mentioned. Go humra and go there, and okay, and perform. All right, so work on the fluency. Speak on daily basis. Yeah, the minor mistake could be covered by itself. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes. All right. Zoom user Ahmad. Ahmad, how are you? Long time no see you. Ahmad, are you here?
Yes, sir. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
I'm good, sir. What about you?
I'm also pretty well. How often do you use your mobile phone?
It's totally depend on the situations, whenever I feel like I have a time to use social media or whenever I'm free. Or on the other side, I would say the one
Yes,
of the most important thing to pick up my phone is whenever I used to call someone by regarding my work or I want to meet my friend or I want to, it's totally up to the situation, man. Yeah, when I have a time to do nothing, then I will use to pick up my mobile to use social media. Yeah, that's it. As of
good.
now, that's it. Thank you.
Okay. Yes. Will you buy a new one in the future?
Yeah, I will buy the new one in the future because it's totally up to my financial situation. Whenever I feel like I have enough money to buy or purchase a new one, then I will surely go. Yeah, thank you. So is it from part one?
Yes, exactly. Because it
Yes.
also asks you your personal experience, right? How has the mobile phone changed your life?
Mobile phone has impacted on us in a various way, in the past time, if I want to meet someone, we should have to go to his home, and then we can meet. Now if we want to meet nowadays to someone, we should have to leave a text to him like I want to meet at that place, and we can easily meet him or her. So it impact us it impact on us on a big way. Yeah, seriously.
Close your answer.
Thank you.
Yes,
Oh,
good. Okay, cue card question. Talk about a place in your country or part of your country that you would like to recommend to visitors. Tell me what it is, where it is. This is important again. What people can do there. Explain why you would like to recommend it. Yes.
yeah. If someone asks me about my country, like which place should I have to visit, then I will recommend to him or her to visit a 𝕀𝕬𝕃𝕋𝕊 mosque. It's a famous mosque, and it's also ancient mosque. Like it was built, like I don't know the exact year, like in which year the mosque was built, but I would say should have to visit because it is so beautiful. The infrastructure is so beautiful, and on the inside, like intrinsic side of his mosque was so beautiful. Like I had recently visited to the mosque, like in 2000. Yeah, not recently. Sorry, a week ago. I just feel myself confounding, like
Mm.
how it can be a beautiful so much. So I would recommend everyone to visit it because of his. Yeah, there's a lot of things about our religion. There was a lot of stuff about about our religious stuff, like how the people, like the saints, were live in the past, like what kind of things they use in the past, like uh, there was also a piece of clothes, and there was also a piece of like a vessels, like they used to drink water. So there was this kind of stuff was also located in the Bashai Mosque to represent our culture, as well as like how the people who are live in the past. So there's
Okay.
a lot of things to
Yes, good.
yeah, with.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Once you use there is, and yeah, there is a lot of. Now with there and a lot of within between, should you use is or are?
There is, yeah.
No, you said there
the,
blank
the,
a lot of. If you're saying there are a lot of opportunities, then there is a lot of or there are.
there are
Yes, according to that structure.
mm,
And further,
mm,
in
there
three
were a
times you
lot of,
use
I can
there
say.
was. So there was not, because you are presenting it in the present time. So you said there.
Mm,
You should say it. You should have said there are. There are. Okay.
there are.
Yes.
Okay,
To
okay.
represent the present. Okay. I
I
would
will
ask
correct it.
you two questions from part three because the time is out. Yes.
Okay.
And then I would come to Muis for some question. Where do people like to live in your country?
Where do people like to live in my country? Uh, uh, in my country, like I'm from the retracted area, and here the people who are living here, they want to move to the like a developed cities, because there's a lot of facilities there regarding about hospitals, colleges,
Hmm.
universities. So if I compare this with my city people, then they would like to move to the developed cities. And on the other side, I don't know what the people who are living on the existed developed city, I don't know what they think about where should they move.
Yes. Okay.
So
Good.
yeah.
And here, two things I would add to improve it more, like to make it more impressive. It was fine, okay. But
Mm,
in the
mm.
starting, you should have said, in my opinion, or I'm of the opinion, in my
In my opinion,
observation. Yes. And
no.
further, for some common words, you can use the synonyms for live. Sorry, like for like. Which word you can use?
uh for like
Where do people like?
for where where do people
Like. Now, for the word like,
like
which word you use? Which word you can use?
uh,
Prefer?
prefer to live
Yes,
there?
yes, yes. Okay.
Hmm.
Can you trust other people's travel journals on the internet?
Travel journals on the internet.
Yes.
uh,
Travel
it
journals
is
like, yes, yes, please.
yes, to trust, to find a trustworthy student on to find a trustworthy person on the internet. Nowadays we are living in a contemporary world, and to find a trustworthy person on the internet, it is so difficult. So I would say, if I would say, if someone want to buy a do something, or want to deal something, or want to trade something on the internet,
Yes.
through a person, then it can be complicated, but it
Yes,
can be possible
yes,
if you
Ahmad.
know him very well.
Yes, very good. Ahmad, now your accent, your fluency, your ideas, all of these are very good now. But only also improve two things more, the starting and closing also to include.
Closing.
And further,
Mm,
little bit focus only on the structure of the sentences, the tense and some minor mistakes, right? Be
no,
careful
no,
about
no.
those. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
Moise here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, yeah. How often, sorry, not this one. Yes. Can you describe your mobile phone or mobile phone?
So you are talking about the features, or
Yes.
it's Redmi Note 11 Pro mobile model.
Okay. Have you, sorry. Okay, next question. Do you read magazines?
No, sir. Most of the time I spent on reading research articles, but I don't read magazines.
Okay. Yes. What types of magazines are popular in your country?
So I don't know, sir. I have no knowledge about this.
Okay. Yes, at least thank you for participation. Actually, this person has not taken any speaking class. All right, it is fine, and I highly appreciate that you participated. But you also required and you also need to speak on daily basis for 20-30 minutes with someone or with yourself to improve it, to improve your level, right? The fluency and
Yes, sir.
some things is